Hello, fellow dungeon virgins. As a super pro gamer solo demigod wizard, I thought it might be a fun challenge to myself to make a new wizard character, but with a special twist. A wizard, which has only one life. We will call him Only One Life. Can we reach the coveted rank of demigod again, on a wizard with only one life? Spoilers. No. Anyways, let's begin. Ah, the ruins. A marvelous location, one of my favorite. Okay, off to a great start. As I was saying, the ruins is one of my favorite maps to be immediately greeted by a nightmare skeleton swordsman on. Not to worry. This should be a swift victory. Anyways, as I was saying, the crypts. One of my favorite maps. Since I'm currently nakeder than the day I was born, my goal is to avoid PvP. I'm basically going to pray that everyone I see is either friendly, or an absolute dumpster fire trash monster in terms of skill. We just want to get out with some gear, and some money, so we can set ourselves up for next run. Hey look, a usable item. It's pretty shitty. Do we prefer a tiny bit of magic power, or some health and dexterity? Magic power obviously. But, I am overcome by my affinity for the greenery, so we go with the ganja boots. And whoa, an actual decent upgrade. This will help clear mobs faster with the extra magical damage, and the melee damage boost isn't bad either. This is a great room for looting. You can pull a reverse Uno card by aggroing all the mobs inside the cage, dragging them outside, and then locking yourself in, without having to kill any of them. It's also great because once you are inside the human zoo, you are protected from angry nerds like that guy by the mobs on either side of the enclosure. Once you are safe and sound like a sweet baby panda, you can loot all these chests. And look, a big fancy one. What a great little room. Unless this chest is locked. Then this room kinda blows. Whose idea was it to come into this shithole? Jeez. Nice try, Mr. Fighter. Now you've angered my zoo visitors, have fun dealing with them. We loot the rest of the room without much incident. When you get to such a high level of play like I am at, you can clear most PvE without taking any damage. Except for maybe 1 or 2 hits from demon skulls. Nice, another half-decent upgrade. Plus 3 magical power neck. One step closer to being eligible to join Gryffindor. Now we're cooking with gas. Some very nice pantalones, and some speedy little boots. The recent buffs to stats on wizard gear make these pants even stronger. It's time to say goodbye to our zoo onlookers. After calculatedly restoring our health at this nifty little shrine, and engaging in some riveting, essential wizard gameplay of taking a nap, it's time to see what other adventures this dungeon has to offer. I opened this back door in case shit hits the fan, out in the big circle room. We always want a path of escape, if things get dicey. When in doubt, cosplay as a rogue. Darkness can be your friend. Look. A fellow adventurer. It's not the angry boy from earlier, it's a bard. Not only do we want to be friendly if possible, because we are so weak right now, but we also do not want to incur the wrath of Sir David Attenborough for killing an endangered species. Bards are few and far between, but apparently the angry boy didn't get the memo. Let's help the bard out. We took lightning strike instead of fireball, precisely for a situation like this. The big damage and slow effect on lightning strike make fights like this a breeze, even in trash gear. Finish him off with the missiles, and now his items are ours. A green crystal sword, actually a pretty big upgrade. Now meleeing mobs to death won't make me want to kill myself. After scooping up the remaining treasures, and performing the mating crouch of friendship, we punch the corpse as a peace offering, and leave the bard with the scraps. Good bard. Fierce battle has left us exhausted, so it's time yet again to partake in peak wizard gameplay, of sitting on the fucking floor. I love this class. We see our friend the bard dueling a scary skeleton champion. We're friends, but not good friends, so he can have fun with that on his own. We want a portal, to get the fuck out of here. After some more aimless wandering, we finally spy an exit portal. But wouldn't you know it, it's being camped by the scary skeleton champion. We bait him away, and use high-level wizard tactics of running like a little bitch, to secure our exit. GG, noob. We sell our shiny garbage to the collector, and vendor all the crappy blues we picked up. After some inventory organization, we purchase some gray gloves, and a gray robe, because it's cold out in these streets. Most importantly, we also pick up a gray spellbook. Casting with the magic staff feels like being encased in a block of frozen molasses, so the spellbook is a welcome upgrade, even if it's trash quality. Since this character only has one life, we want to spend all our remaining gold on potions, bandages, campfires, and gambling with the goblin merchant. We crap out with a bad sword, but hit it big with a pretty good leather cap. Some extra health and will is nothing to scoff at. The little green man robs us with another dead roll on some mystic vestments. Never trust a goblin. We sell our newfound garbage, and drop meditate for 10 spell. 10 spell offers us infinitely more versatility, and since we can afford enough campfires to make Smokey the Bear quiver in fear, we don't need meditate anymore to recover spells. Back to the crypts we go. We start off by finding a minor neck upgrade off a mummy, but not much else aside from random treasure and gear we can vendor. We briefly spy a friendly-ish looking default wizard, and decide to leave him be for now. We drag some mobs into some traps that they Sudoku themselves on, and return to 4 square for more looting. But we heard some noise, so we enter with caution by precasting haste and invisibility. We see a cleric, but since we are an angry Reddit atheist, we cannot let him go unharmed. Some lightning strikes, followed by the rude awakening that we still hit like a wet paper towel, and we barely escape with our lives. We get a blue cloak, which isn't great, but the agility is still a nice little speed boost. It should help next time we find ourselves running from our sins. We're almost dead, it's time to light one up. Now let's continue looting. Just some more garbage. But then we see another fellow adventurer. At first I wanted to be friendly, but then I remembered that all rangers deserve to die, so we did a brief chase. The greasy little bastard slipped through our fingers however, and the once friendly-ish wizard is getting a little big for his britches. So we decide to slink down further into the dungeon hoping to find a quick exit. We cosplay as a rogue again for a brief moment, before realizing this isn't even remotely worth our time, so we continue the hunt for a blue portal. Wizard shoes. This once useless artifact has actually seen an exponential increase in usefulness since the recent wave of hotfixes. And we will gladly trade our vaguely useless speedy boots for these blue beauties. After dispatching a few Joe Biden impersonators, the hunt for an exit continues. Bingo. Let's get out of here and grab a new sweet level 5 perk, and see if that green little scoundrel vendor will sell us any more goodies. After a somewhat uneventful delve, I decided to vendor my shit and wait the 3 minutes for the Crypts map timer to run out. The green goblin had no new trinkets for me, and I needed to exact my revenge upon the ruins map. Luckily for me, this time I'll have my level 5 sage perk. I'm usually more of a rosemary fan, but it'll have to do. We spawn in at a great spot. As soon as we clear these mobs, we can go do some grave robbing. We need to be careful going in here, as I thought I heard some footsteps, and I don't want to wander into a landmine. If I had $1 for every time I died to a cutthroat loser hiding in a corner, I'd be able to buy a controlling share in Iron Mace and personally fire the person responsible for implementing the rogue class. There's the rogue. He seems harmless enough, so we keep looting. Another rogue. This one strikes me as a little more menacing, so we play it safe. He almost slips out of the range of my light orb, but we got the little bastard. Now it's time for him to panic. Or, maybe me. Can you tell I have rogue PTSD? For some reason this guy still wants to party, so I oblige him. Spicy. Just the way I like it. We campfire to get our spells back, always a must before looting. And then check this hoodlum rogue for our victory spoils. Hidden amongst the sea of uselessness is a nice little neck upgrade for us. Plus 2 additional magic damage. The zone is punking us hard, so we hobble to safety as we bandage up. And then, we hear footsteps. Kind of a nightmare scenario. We light orb for safety, then clench our butt cheeks and rush in to greet whatever fate awaits us. The coast seems clear, so we sit for a minute to top off our spells. Another adventurer. An angry bard. I suppose this is our karmic retribution for befriending that other bard earlier. Oof. Sucks to suck. And then a ranger decides to join the party. He tags us once, but we scamper away with barely enough health left to once again employ the ultimate wizard strategy. Running like a little bitch. We campfire again, praying to Lord Xenu that the ranger got bored and moved on, and didn't notice our bard kill. The vulture within me wants whatever that punk had. Hey, the health shrine is up. About time we catch a friggin' break. And no sign of the ranger. Let's move in to loot the bard. A blue crystal sword. Almost as blue as my balls after the thought of potentially not being able to loot this guy. I take the rest of his trinkets and scurry away searching for an exit portal. Unfortunately, all I find is a portal down, and time is running out. But wait, a blue portal. All I have to do is get past these damn dogs, and I can leave this godforsaken situation behind. However, these dogs have apparently trained in the art of airbending, and send me flying off the portal at their mere approach. I suppose the dungeon gods don't want this adventure to end just quite yet. We get a pretty shit spawn, with a pretty shit zone. Most of this floor is spent just trying to catch our breath, and catch up to the ever-shrinking safe zone. We kill plenty of mobs, get some treasure, but no real upgrades. The name of the game at this point is getting out alive. Our one solace is the fact that we're probably down here alone. And then, we hear it. An escape. Followed by the sound of someone else aggroing a skeleton. Whoops, guess we aren't down here alone. No worries. As long as we don't completely choke, we should be okay. Said the man choking to death. It's okay, we just need to bandage, catch our breath, maybe campfire to top our health off. Oh my fucking god, he's the Terminator. But, good thing, we are Jason Bourne. Later, nerd. Not even close. We pocket a cool 700 AP, sell our goodies for a good amount of gold, and release the stress fart we've been holding in for the past 45 seconds. Have you been enjoying the journey so far? Stay tuned for more.